What's up, LSE parents and students? It's your librarian, Miss Steinman, and today I'm going to talk to you about our brand new LSE Limousine Library curbside pickup service. I know all of you are super excited to get your hands on our library books again, and after watching this video, you will be able to place a hold on a book that you are wishing to check out and also request an item for curbside pickup. We will discuss curbside pickup times, returning your books, safety measures that will be put into place, and also what to do if you need help. Before we get started on all of this, make sure that you've seen these other two videos. The first video is an update about our new library website, and the second video is a Destiny Discover how-to made by Jennifer Eckert in our Northside Library Department. It's going to give you an overview of our Destiny Discover interface. You're going to be using both of these today, so make sure you've watched these videos before. If you need to, you can pause this video now and either search for these titles in your YouTube search bar, or you can type in these exact links into your web browser. Pause the video now if you need to. Once you've seen those two videos, you're good to go. To begin the process of requesting a book from the Limousine Library service, you need to make sure you are logged in to the Destiny Discover platform and you have our Leon Springs Library website open in another tab. As you saw in the previous video, there are many ways to search and explore a multitude of resources within the Destiny Discover platform. For today's sake, I'm going to pretend that I know exactly what I'm looking for. The entire time I'm searching, no matter which way I'm searching, I need to keep a very special eye on one thing. These little triangles in the left-hand corner of these items. Anytime I see a green triangle with the word in written inside of it, it means the item is available for checkout. If I see a red triangle with the word out inside of it, that means someone else already has this item, and I'll have to check back to see if it becomes available. So let's pretend I know I want a Percy Jackson book. I might search for Percy Jackson in the search bar. And as I'm scrolling, I decide, oh, I want the Lightning Thief. One thing I need to look at is right here, right under the author's name. Do you see how it says Follett audiobook? Anytime you decide to check out an audiobook, you won't need to use the LSE Limousine Library service. As soon as you click this checkout button, that item will be yours to access. Just like audiobooks, if I'm searching and I come across an item that says Follett ebook under the author's name, that means as soon as I click checkout, I can access that item and I won't need to use the curbside service. Now that we've discussed the immediate access to ebooks and audiobooks, let's get down to curbside business. Once I find a book that I'm interested in, I'm going to make sure to check for the little green triangle. If it says in, I can continue with this process. Let's pretend I am interested in this Scooty Paws book. I'm going to go ahead and click on the picture. And once I do that, I can see the title, the call number, as well as this hold button. As soon as you find an item you are interested in and are wanting to request, hit the hold button. What this button does is allows other students to see that this book is not available. If there are multiple students using this interface at once, the first student that puts a hold on the item will be the one that is able to check it out. Once you've placed your hold, navigate to your other tab where you have the Leon Springs Library website open. Longhorn students, before you go any further, you must have parent permission to fill out the request form. Once a request is made, it means your books are going to be available for curbside pickup, and your parents will have to drive you to come get your books. You're going to hover over this remote library tab and click on Limousine Library. As I scroll down, I can see the Limousine Library request form. The first field that's required is an email address. I recommend putting a parent's email address here. For some of our older students, if they're comfortable checking their student email every day, then they can put their email address. But this is the email I'm going to use to communicate with you if there's an issue with your order, if I have further questions, or maybe I want to recommend another book to check out as well. You will then fill out the student's first and last name. And this question is here to ensure that you did put a hold on the book so that that book has been claimed by you. So if you can't click yes, then that book isn't guaranteed for you. The next question asks you to indicate your student's or child's grade level. You will click this drop-down menu and notice next to each grade there's a number. That's the number of books that your child is authorized to check out at once. So if I'm a kindergartner, in the next field, I'm only going to be able to list one book title. If I'm in third grade, I can list 3 book titles. Okay, these next fields are where you're going to have to toggle back and forth between your screens. I am asking for the title of the book. So I'm going to go back to the Destiny Discover page, and I see the title, Scooty Paws, A Cinderella Story. I type right here. Okay, before I get out of that item's entry, I'm also going to want to take a look at the call number. So right here is the call number. The only thing you have to type is what comes after where it says call number. So 398.2 RUD. So I'm going to go ahead and type that. Okay. Once you have typed all that, if that's the only book you want to request, you can indicate a pickup time that works best for you and your parent. If you're in a grade level that allows multiple checkouts, you can go ahead and type more titles and more call numbers. So let's take one more look at an example. I come back to Destiny. Let's pretend Come Next Season is the book that I want to check out. I click on it and I immediately put a hold on it to ensure that I'm going to get that book. I come back to the Google form. I type in the title. I go back to Destiny. I look for the call number. And I type that call number next. I want to make sure I'm putting my titles and call numbers in the same order because they're paired together. I would indicate a time and then click Submit. When you click Submit, you will get a confirmation message just stating that I've received your request. Let's talk about a few more details. For now, only students are going to be able to utilize this service, and curbside pickup will only be available on Wednesdays. As I work out the kinks and as we see, how it's running, I hope to open up curbside pickup to the Leon Springs community and offer pickup during more days and more times. All requests must be submitted by 1 p.m. on Tuesday so that I can prepare and organize orders and have them ready by Wednesday morning. If you don't get your request in by Tuesday at 1 p.m., you'll have to wait until the next Wednesday, a week later. Pickup will be in the front loop of Leon Springs, the parent pickup area. You can either hold on to your books and return them to me then the next time you pick up your order, or there will be a white bin outside of the front doors and you can drop your books in there. If you need to cancel an order, it's no big deal. Give me a call at the library or email me directly and I can cancel that. If something happens and you can't make it and you forget, it's no problem. I'm just gonna check the books back in and reshelve them so that other students have the opportunity to check them out. Some safety guidelines that we will be following. When I pass out the books curbside, I will be wearing the proper PPE, and anytime books are returned, they are placed into a quarantine for 72 hours before they are reshelved. If you have any more questions, feel free to use our Leon Springs Library website to request a Book a Librarian time under the Remote Library tab. Book a Librarian. Or, as I said in my previous video, this website's going to be updated frequently. Pretty soon there will be a step-by-step guide printed with pictures and everything in the Limousine Library tab, and you can always refer to that. Thank you so much, and I hope you're super excited to get this curbside started. My goal is to have it up and running by September 2nd, so look for more details. Bye, Longhorns.